Hello and welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Here are the stories. Here's the program for today. The trial has been stalled in that of the former aviation minister, Mr. Fani Kayode. And the gains against cattle rustling in Kaduna State. While the Anambra State government signs a memorandum of understanding with an investment company. Thank you so much for joining us. We begin in the South-South. Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki has sworn in Osaro-John Oye as the Secretary to the Edo State Government. The State Governor, who performed the swearing-in ceremony this morning at the Edo State Government House, also appointed Taiwo Akerele as the Chief of Staff and John Mayaki as Chief Press Secretary. The Governor said he'll work with those appointed and the permanent secretaries for the next 6 weeks before considering further appointments due to paucity of funds. A former Minister of Aviation, Mr. Fani Kayode, appears to be fighting battles on two fronts. Although he's still in Kuje prison trying to perfect his bail condition granted by the Federal High Court in Abuja on a 5-count charge of diversion of 26 million naira, in Lagos, the Federal High Court could not proceed with the trial of a 4.9 billion naira fraud case charged against the former minister.
It was certainly unlawful and a disrespect for them to have arrested him in the premises of the court. If you were in court that day, you remember the court actually even advised them that, oh, you could have invited him to come to your office. So for them to have picked him up in the premises of the court is the highest level of disrespect to the judiciary.
To the best of my knowledge, it's a law-abiding agency. We are not going to disobey the order of court. And if we have that power to be disobeying, why are we bringing cases before the court? We after the investigation, we will table our facts and our evidence before the court. It's for the court to decide. So the court has the power to pronounce on any issue. It is not for the prosecution or the EFCC to disobey the court order. We will not do that, and we have not done it in this case, and we will not do it at all.
In the northwestern part of the country, members of the Shiite Islamic movement of Nigeria, also known as the Shiites, have clashed with the police in Kano City. Eyewitness accounts say trouble began around Tamburuwa on the outskirts of Kano after the police tried to stop the ISM members who'd embarked on their annual Arba'in trek from Kano to Zaria. A brief statement issued over their website, however, alleges that security operatives attacked their members, leaving several people injured, but the police is yet to refute or confirm that claim. Today's incident is coming about a month after a mob confronted ISM members in Kano, and many of them receiving machete wounds. The group was holding a rally, passing through some areas in the Kano metropolis when it was attacked by some irate youth, some of whom brandished knives, swords, machetes, and cutlasses. And staying in Kaduna State, it appears the measures being taken by the state government against cattle rustling and armed banditry is yielding results, as no fewer than 19,000 cows have been recovered by security operatives, while the suspected rustlers were arrested. The special advisor to the state governor on internal security, Mr. Yakubu Yusuf, says the recovered animals have been handed over to their respective owners in Kachia local government area and Kagarko local government area of the state.
Cattle rustling has become a huge security challenge in Nigeria, threatening security of lives and property and the livelihood of rural pastoralists in parts of northern Nigeria. In In the north-central state of Kaduna, there have been brutal attacks on many villages this year, with herders and farmers killed by the armed bandits and their livestock stolen. Communities attacked include Kachia, Dinki and Jere town. According to security operatives, most of the animal rustlers in Kaduna and neighboring states live in the Kamuku forest in Birnin Gwari local government area. The suspects may have been successful in their operations, but their celebration is short-lived, as raids by police and other security agencies are yielding positive results.
We're handing over a total of 144 recovered animals after a successful operation being conducted with our security agencies. I'm using this opportunity to sincerely appreciate the effort of our security personnel that are conducting this operation in Kaduna. This is a great achievement.
A major boost to the operation is the recovery of over 600 stolen cows by the operatives of the Nigerian Air Force under Operation Sharon Daji. According to the commander of 335 Base Group, the operation is in line with the directive of the Chief of Air Staff.
We had not relented on our efforts. We had continued to strive in searching for the bandits. We are taking the war to them, and it is to that effect that we successfully on Monday carried out an operation around close to Rima village, and of course we were able to get these lots of cows and sheep.
I would like to call on the general public to volunteer useful information that can lead to more arrests and more recovery of these lots of cows.
Members of the Mieti Ala Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria commend the efforts to flush out the rustlers. Attacks on pastoralists have become a recurring incident in Kaduna State, where entire villages and herders' camps are destroyed. It might have claimed some level of victory, but the JTF's Operation Sharon Daji still has its work cut out to stop cattle rustling and armed banditry in the state, or at least bring the crimes to the barest minimum.
From there to Kwara State, where the Commissioner of Police has warned officers against tampering with the fundamental human rights of suspects in their custody, especially concerning denial of food and medicine. The police boss, while addressing the officers as part of his familiarization tour of police commands in Ilorin, also pleads with them to desist from arresting innocent persons for absentee suspects.
The new Kwara State Commissioner of Police resumed duties with a heart-to-heart talk about the State Command's support in the war on criminality, but there will be zero tolerance on abuse of human rights. He warns the officers against maltreatment of suspects in their custody, especially where they are denied food and medicine. The police, according to him, should not be the ones guilty of such crimes.
Every human being has a right, even the person that was alleged to have committed an offense. The suspect in your cells, they have a right. Ensure you observe the right of all Nigerians, including those suspected to have committed crime. If a suspect is sick in the cell, won't he have a right to get medical treatment? Your suspect in the cell, won't they have a right to feed? Please don't deny them this right, and don't deny Nigeria.
At a separate meeting with the Eminent Persons Forum, the Kwara police boss reiterated that the force is working hard to foster good relationship with members of the public and assured them that his men have been warned against arbitrary arrests.
It is a person that committed an offense that should be arrested, not his father, not his mother, not his brother. If you can't find him, go back and look for him.
The Commissioner believes fighting crime is not only about arrests of suspects, but upholding the law and standing up for the rights of people who cannot defend themselves.
You're watching news across Nigeria. Coming up, an MOU is signed by the Anambra State government with a private company. Stay with us.